Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's vlog. Today, I'm doing something special. I'm going to Serotonin right now. This is where they do health and wellness things like IV drip, red light therapy. I'm gonna be doing IV therapy, which I'm getting some amino acid blend. It's supposed to help me recover, supposed to help me feel rejuvenated, right? And like give me energy. And then red light therapy. The best part is that I get an in-body scan, so I get to see what percentage body fat I'm at right now. If I had to guess right now, I'd probably say I'm around 13% body fat, so I'm excited to see where I stand. I'm probably like 169 pounds. I ate a banana and a piece of toast, so hopefully that doesn't mess up the scan. I'm just super excited. I got this because my friend Juan shoots for Serotonin. He's a videographer. He was like, I have a friend, he's an influencer and he would love to come in. We're here.
What's up, Gabe?
Hey,
what are we doing, my man?
Good. Caden.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah. What do you do?
I just wear small shirts.
I'm Dawn. Nice to meet you.
Nice
I'm
to
the nurse
meet you, Dawn.
practitioner.
It's happening. This is all for muscle recovery.
Recovery modalities. We do more of a blend of medical. Stick here. Good nervous system reaction.
That was crazy. I almost passed out.
So red light therapy, a little bit of the science behind this is red light is the only light wave that's going to recharge the battery of your cell, so that mitochondria. So whenever your mitochondria is fueled up, it allows your the cell to perform at a higher function, pulls more oxygen into the cell. When you get more oxygen into the body, it allows it to perform at a higher function.
All right, that right there was pretty cool, I gotta say. Feel really relaxed, rejuvenated. Feel like I lost a couple pounds too. I haven't done this in 4 to 5 years now.
Well, I'll break it down. I'm gonna break it down.
Excited.
I'm
I'm more in the eating phase right now, so.
Okay. So in total, you have 114 pounds of water in your body.
Wow.
Right?
114 pounds of water.
You have 41 pounds of dry lean mass and 15.4 pounds of body fat mass. I could weigh you in an hour, 2 hours ago, and this weight could be different. So a lot of times, especially women that are on the weight loss program, I'm like, throw away your scale because it's not
Fluctuates.
It fluctuates, and it's not telling you what you think it's telling you. You're reading that as body fat. Nobody puts on body fat within 2-3 hours. Okay, that's why I tell them, it's like, every time you step on the scale, what do you feel, good or bad?
Right.
There's no in between because you're not getting a full picture.
Right.
You may have lost weight, but guess what? It may have been from muscle. You don't know. You may have put on weight, but guess what? You may have put on muscle, lost fat. Who knows?
Who knows?
Muscle mass is life insurance. It is. So if I can put more muscle mass on people, I can help protect your heart, your blood, your bones, but also I can help you lose fat.
Yeah.
So sometimes my goal is not to burn fat on people, it's to put on muscle.
Build muscle, right?
For every pound of muscle that I put on someone, depending on the amount they have on them currently, male, female, age, height, every pound can add 20 to 60 calories onto your basic metabolic rate. So if I add, say they have they're resting this somewhere around 50, if I add 5 pounds of muscle, that's an extra 250 calories they're burning a day.
If you add how much muscle?
Say if I add 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
It could be somewhere between 500 and 600, 250 and 300 calories burned extra a day because your muscles require energy. So even if you don't eat, the more muscle you have required, to stay alive and to function,
right, they
need energy. They need energy. They need energy. Your body's going to derive it from somewhere, and you have more stuff that needs energy to produce energy because muscle mass doesn't have to be there. It's developed. That's why you're not born with a lot of it. Muscle mass is tough to develop. It's built up with aminos, proteins, everything like that inside there for that growth. So to keep those up, your body has to work harder to maintain them. That's why if you work out and you stop, your muscle mass will go. It makes it tough. So
that's so cool.
That's why muscle mass doesn't really develop on its own.
Yeah.
Right. But what does?
Right.
Body fat. Body fat really likes to sit there, and body fat can sit on your body and doesn't take a lot of energy to uptake. It just sits there. It's dead energy versus positive energy. So it's like opposite ends of the spectrum of maintenance. So I can throw on more muscle, and it's going to increase your basic metabolic rate. So right now you're sitting at 9% body fat. I kind of eliminate BMI. It's just outdated. So you can see you have about, if you look at close to 10 pounds to 10 to 11 pounds on each arm of muscle. Your trunk, torso to your neck is about 73 pounds. Our legs is it's not that they're bad, they're just behind here.
Yeah.
Right? So our leg mass is 21 pounds.
Wow.
So you could just see if you wanted a little bit more of an overall developed shape, it depends on what you're doing. If you're wanting that little bit more, if you're wanting more of the symmetry of lined up of equally balanced on the body,
yeah,
I would say let's focus on the lower body some more.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for that kind of form-fitting, top tier built down with some, I mean, it's not that your legs are underdeveloped, it's just our top down is more.
And I just got done running High Rocks. So High Rocks really uses your legs a ton.
So when you
I lost
run,
a ton of mass.
When you run, your body is going to utilize energy. So it's going to make it more efficient for energy production in a long-term basis, right? So if our legs are what's being used and we have lots of muscle mass on there, we're going to the point of our body's going to try to be more efficient. So it's going to elongate those muscles and tear off all the fluff.
Yeah.
Stuff that doesn't need to be there. So
and I noticed that. Like, I was going through this process of really becoming a runner and doing these exercises, and like my legs just started losing and trimming down, trimming down. So
take a look at Olympics. When you go from 40-yard dash, 400-meter run, marathon runners.
Right.
Look at the difference of athletes.
Huge.
They're all runners, but again, what are runners? They're quick burst, tight energy packed. So what do they need? They need muscles that are built for tight energy efficiency.
Fast twitch,
quick go. Marathon runners, you don't see anybody with muscle mass.
No.
They're elongating because again, their goal is to be efficient through long durations of time. So they need elongated muscles and they don't need a lot of it. They need enough. So that shift of training can affect your body there. Plus High Rocks, high grip strength, high pull strength, push, pull, farmer's carries. That's going to be a high development on core and low back and shoulders. And forearms. So fat mass wise, you only have 0.2 pounds of fat on each arm. So it's very little, if not any. 7.3 pounds on the trunk, then 2.2 on each leg. So,
nice.
And that's visceral fat level. This is fat. Here,
you're
at level 1. You're as low as you can go.
Let's go.
So, your basic metabolic rate. This is just a calculated rate. This is something I could do without the scan. You can just do the math. This just isn't for you. So you naturally burn, just for the muscle mass you have, your height, age, anything like that, you burn close to 1,900 calories a day. So I also use this as a good starting point to figure out what needs to be calories in, calories out. Because this isn't calories in. This is how many calories your body needs or calories out, including your exercise, how active are you during your job.
That's without exercise. This is just
if I laid you down and made you
resting.
do absolutely do nothing. That's why it's your basic metabolic rate. It's what you're doing. It's what your body needs to survive.
Gotcha.
Right? And this is why a big picture of people that come in here and they get on the semaglutide and lose a lot of weight is because they just undereat. I'm like, what did you eat today? Well, I had coffee, I had a salad for lunch, and I had a small dinner. Well, yeah, no wonder we're losing muscle mass and putting on fat. It's because you're burning the muscle mass you have right now. You're not able to support it. So that's a big thing that happens.
So what would you recommend if I had to eat more and build muscle mass? I would prefer to maintain the lean mass.
Yeah, I've always found success, at least for me, on maintenance on 40-30-30, protein being the 40. 40% protein, 30% carbs and fats, so I'm still evened up there. And I mess around with those carbs and fats. If I feel like I'm not getting enough energy, I'll go 35-25 on my carbs and fats on sometimes. Or sometimes I'm like, well, I'll go down to 25% carbs and 30% on 35% on the fats. So you're probably going to need closer to, for growth, anywhere between 2,300 calories and 2,500 calories a day, with bare minimum of 150 grams being from protein.
That makes
Mainly
sense.
because you need to feel your muscle. If we're not feeling those muscle, your body will go and eat at the muscle.
Right.
So that's why people that undereat and they work out actually become squishy. They lose weight, but they become squishy because your body is eating at your muscle for energy during the workout, and then at night it grows it back. So you're never getting bigger. And if anything, if you undereat, it's gonna slowly do this. So for you, you're gonna need to focus on fruit intake before workouts. That gets you a little bit more of the extra energy. Again, this is all the cleanest sources of food that you can get. So before working out, fruits are going to be your best friend because they're simple carbs, they're easy to break down, but they're high in natural sugars.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Last question. For someone who wants to lose fat, right, and like really lose weight, and they say, oh, but I want to eat less because I'm still in a calorie deficit. But they're like the calories are like 2,500 to lose a pound per week, just to give reference. He's about 210 pounds.
Okay.
And so he's eating at 22, maybe 2,000, but the calories say 2,500 for him to lose a pound per week. Eating more than 2,200, will he be gaining weight?
If his protein intake isn't high enough to support the muscle mass he has, then if you undereat, your body's gonna go and get energy from your body versus the food, because it's like it needs more than what you're putting in, and the best and easiest place that it can get that energy from is that muscle. That's why I tell people that like work out in the morning fasted. You can, but just know what it's doing to your body. It's gonna first target the easiest thing to get energy from, which is muscle.
That was such a cool experience. The whole thing. I mean, I think the effects of the IV are like kicking in right now, where I'm just starting to feel really good, even though I'm extremely hungry. I've only eaten a banana and a piece of toast. So I'm ready to eat, but I feel amazing. Like, and then I took the InBody scan and I learned so much about my body and all the different things that I should be doing, and how much muscle I have versus how much fat I have versus how much water I have in my muscles. And he broke it down, Caden, shout out to Caden. He broke it down so well, and I understood every single part. It's a great way to know where you're at, so that way you can set goals and go back and see if you achieve them. That's pretty sick.
These days, man, I'm never surprised. Lying to me, look me dead in the eyes. We together, then we severing ties. Feeling pain, how I know I'm alive. Prehistoric, I'm ahead of my time. You could probably find me 10 toes down here with whatever's left of my kind.